toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Lock Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. NC State will kick off and that'll get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Ole Miss offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success.
Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
He's going to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Now the play fake. Now sliding to his left. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Going with the ground game left. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick handoff. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's first down. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Tosses it incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. On the move. Wolfpack will get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dances away. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. Push down for the tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in spin.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a 1st down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. From the red zone, looking for a man. That's caught. It's Locklear. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Dances away to buy time. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Fires on the move. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's LaBelle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run out the end zone. Touchdown, Rebel. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused on this running back in this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's going to take off. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And it's right down the boulevard. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
I know it's sexy to play the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards and the ball spotted at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it and they get the turnover.
And once you get in the second half, tie football game, you cannot waste these opportunities. You've got to put points on the board. You've got to take care of the football when you start to get in the red zone.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Sweet touch there. The ball squirts free. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just some fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Unloads it left. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to pull.
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on 4th down. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And the Rebels have moved it inside the 20. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. A little screen to the running back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On second down, he's looking downfield, buying some time. Got a wide open receiver. Hit the afterburners, kid. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Quickly complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding you don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on one second down.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a 3rd and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package. Get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with a mobile quarterback like this who sometimes...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, NC State. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the option. He'll toss it. He will not get there. Stopped on the 2-point conversion try, and they still trail by 1 here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get...
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
He's going for the big play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to him.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Arisman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run off the O's because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's McCray. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's LaBelle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's moving out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. The throw. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Steps away to find some room. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get...
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward there, you can keep yourself out of...
Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Rotlier. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. He'll just keep slinging it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's brought clear. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. And they spike it to stop the clock. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.